Hello y'all, it's Lucas speaking here. In today's video, I'm going to take you guys on a journey to the Hubbard Glacier in Alaska. But before we start, I'd like to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button below, like and share this video, and click the notification bell icon. Alright, so let's get started. As you guys might have noticed in the beginning of the video, we are sailing on a cruise ship. And what you can see right now is the Yakutat Bay, which is the bay that leads to the Hubbard Glacier. It is really important to mention that the Hubbard Glacier is North America's largest tidewater glacier, which is basically a glacier that flows into the ocean. Now, those fragments of ice you guys are seeing right now are pieces of ice that have broken apart from glaciers, ice sheets, or ice shelves and falling into the ocean. And the smaller pieces are known as bergy bits and growlers. Those are the ones you guys are seeing right now. And to be classified as an iceberg, which are the bigger pieces of ice, the height of the ice must be greater than 16 feet above sea level, and the thickness must be 98 to 164 feet. Plus, the ice must cover an area of at least 5,382 square feet. So let's talk a little about the size of the glacier. The Hubbard Glacier is 76 miles long, 1,200 feet deep, and 7 miles wide. Its terminal face is 600 feet tall. From those, 350 feet exposed above the waterline and 250 feet below the waterline. And of course, these measurements are constantly changing as it continues to grow and move forward. Alright, so now I'm gonna give you guys 10 very interesting facts about the glaciers. So 1. Glaciers are huge masses of ice that flow like very slow rivers. So they form over hundreds of years where falling snow compresses and turns into ice. 2. Glaciers form the largest reservoir of fresh water on the planet. In fact, they store 75% of the world's fresh water. 3. Today, glaciers cover around 10% of the Earth's total land area. During the last ice age, they covered 32%. 4. Glaciers are usually divided into two groups: Alpine Glaciers, which are formed on mountainous side and move downward through valleys, and continental ice sheets, which spread out and cover larger areas. Number 5. The world's largest glacier is Hubbard Glacier, located in Antarctica, measuring approximately 100 kilometers wide, 400 kilometers long, and 2.5 kilometers deep. Number 6. Because glacial ice is so dense and compact, it often appears a bright blue color. Number 7. The Kutia Glacier in Pakistan, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, has the record for the fastest glacier surge. In 1953, it moved more than 12 kilometers in 3 months. Number 8. Earth's two ice sheets cover most of Greenland and Antarctica and make up more than 99% of the world's glacial ice. Number 9. If the Antarctica ice sheet were to melt entirely, it is estimated that the sea levels would rise by around 65 meters. That means that London would be lost underwater. And finally, last but not least, number 10. Glacial ice can be hundreds of thousands of years old, which makes it a valuable resource of assessing climate change. By extracting and analyzing the ice, scientists can learn about what the climate was like on Earth thousands of years ago. Now back to the Hubbard Glacier. Hubbard has been nicknamed the Galloping Glacier because of how quickly it's advancing toward the Gulf of Alaska. The Hubbard Glacier is currently advancing in the last 100 years, while 95% of the Alaskan glaciers are retreating. And this is actually not in contradiction with current global temperature increases. The Hubbard Glacier will advance during times of warming climate and retreat in time of colder climates. The current rate of advance is approximately 80 feet per year, and advance is due to its calving. The ice you see at the terminal face is approximately 450 years old and is over 2,000 feet thick at some locations. There were two major surges in the last 30 years, at one point advancing more than 7 feet a day. These surges were large enough to threaten the nearby coastal town of Yukon. They almost blocked the entrance to Russell Fjord. Large chunks of the glacier break off into the ocean on a regular basis, and this process is known as calving. Most tidewater glaciers calve about sea level, causing huge splashes as the new icebergs strike the water. You guys are gonna see these along the video actually. And if the water is deep enough, glaciers can calve underwater. But why do glaciers advance and retreat? Well, glaciers will always try to reach a balance between the amount of ice they gain to the amounts of ice they lose. That is called equilibrium. Simply, when a glacier gains more ice than it loses, it will advance. Conversely, when a glacier loses more ice than it gains, it retreats. Glaciers gain ice by accumulating snow and burying it to transform into glacial ice. This is a four-part transformation. First snow, then to an ice called neve, then to a denser ice called firn, and finally to a glacial ice. This transformation is due to burial pressure applied from the snow accumulating above. Once the ice becomes more than 150 feet thick, the ice can behave plastically and start to flow under the influence of gravity. The Hubbard Glacier was named in 1890 after Gardiner Hubbard, which was the first president of the National Geographic Society. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel to help me bring more and more content for you. And I see you next time.